Dielectric and polarization. So this is a topic, dielectric and polarization. It is a very important phenomena, polarization, and it has been observed that students generally overlook this topic. या तो वो इसको ओवरलुक कर देते हैं या इसको बहुत ही जल्दी पढ़ लेते हैं. So to develop the clear concept about dielectric and polarization, I have prepared a video. So all of you are requested to please watch this video from beginning to end. And at last, I have taken the polarization of a dielectric in the presence of electric field with the help of 3D diagram. So watch that diagram for the clear concept. So first I start with dielectric. So dielectric is a non-conducting substance. Dielectrics are non-conducting substance, or we can say dielectrics are insulators. So dielectrics are insulators. So its behavior, the behavior of dielectric in electric field, the behavior of dielectric in electric field is entirely different from the conductors. So dielectric, here I want to tell that dielectric are made of polar molecule and non-polar molecule. Dielectrics may be made up of polar molecule or non-polar molecules. The example of polar molecules are H2O, HCl, N2O, NH3, H2S, SO2. While the example of non-polar molecule H2, N2, O2, CO2, CCl4, CH4, C2H6. Now I define one by one the polar molecule and then non-polar molecule. So first, polar molecule. So polar molecule, the center of gravity of positive charge distribution and negative charge distribution. In case of polar molecule, these two centers do not coincide. The center of positive charge and center of negative charge do not coincide. Means two charges are at a certain distance, so they make a dipole. So the polar molecule have permanent electric dipole, and the dipole is characterized by electric dipole moment. So these polar molecule have permanent electric dipole. Now we see the behavior of this polar molecule in absence of electric field. First, in absence of electric field. So here the molecules of polar molecule, here molecules are shown which are randomly oriented. ये जो molecules हैं, ये molecules randomly oriented हैं. ये इस डायरेक्शन में है, इसका डायरेक्शन अलग है, इसका डायरेक्शन अलग है, इसका डायरेक्शन अलग है, इसका डायरेक्शन अलग है. So they are randomly oriented. So we can say the P, that is dipole moment vector of these molecules, are in random direction. When they are in random direction, so they cancel each other. We can say the average dipole moment per unit volume. Average dipole moment per unit volume is 0 in case of polar molecule when there is no electric field. Now when these electric dipole are placed in electric field, what will happen? So in the presence of electric field, these electric dipole moment vector align themselves in the direction of E. P vector will align themselves in the direction of E. So this is the behavior of polar molecule in electric field. So we can say we have a net electric dipole moment. So we can say it is an induced electric dipole moment in the presence of E. There are some characteristics regarding this P One is P increases with E. As the electric field increases, the electric dipole moment vector increases because the separation between the positive charge center of the positive charge distribution and negative charge distribution increases. So P increases. The second is P is temperature dependent. The main thing about the polar molecule that the electric dipole moment vector in polar molecule is temperature dependent. Now we come to the second point. Second category is non-polar molecule. So in non-polar molecules, the definition is the center of gravity of positive charge distribution and negative charge distribution coincide. This is the important thing. दोनों के जो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी है पॉजिटिव चार्ज का और नेगेटिव चार्ज का वो कोइंसाइड कर जाता है. तो जब चार्ज कोइंसाइड कर जाएंगे, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी पॉजिटिव चार्ज का और नेगेटिव चार्ज का कोइंसाइड करेगा, देन द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम विल बी जीरो. सो देयर इज नो इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल मोमेंट. सो हियर there is no electric dipole moment. This is the case when E equal to 0. E equal to 0 means the center of positive charge and center of negative charge coincide with each other. So there is no electric dipole moment in the presence of electric field in case of non-polar molecules. What happens when these molecules are placed in external electric field? So due to this external electric field, the center of gravity of positive and negative charges gets displaced. ये जो नेगेटिव चार्ज का सेंटर है और पॉजिटिव चार्ज का सेंटर है ये डिस्प्लेस हो जाते हैं. These are get displaced. So there is a relative displacement between the center of positive charge and center of negative charge. So the non-polar molecules thus develop an induced dipole moment. So in the presence of electric field, the non-polar molecule thus develops an induced dipole moment and the dielectric is said to be polarized. Here the important thing, the induced dipole moment, this is temperature independent. While in case of polar molecule, this P is temperature dependent. Now we come to the definition. The alignment, here is the definition. The alignment of the dipole moments of the permanent in the case of polar molecule or induced dipole in the case of non-polar molecule with the direction of applied electric field is called polarization. So alignment of the dipole moments of the permanent or induced dipole with the direction of applied electric field is called polarization. So here experimentally it is found that the total induced dipole moment per unit volume is called polarization, and this P is proportional to E, that is the resultant electric field. So when this proportionality is omitted, we apply some constant. So here is epsilon naught chi E into E vector. Here epsilon naught is a multiplicative factor that is used to keep chi E dimensionless, and here chi E is called electrical susceptibility. And the value of chi E equal to 0 in vacuum. When chi E equal to 0, it means there is no polarization in the molecule. And what we get from this chi E, greater the value of chi E for a given material, greater is the induced charge on it. That is more polarization. That is more polarization. Now, the very important topic, the modification of original external field inside the polarized dielectric. The question is, what happened when a dielectric is placed in an external electric field? The electric field inside the dielectric is reduced. The net electric field is reduced from the previous one. Let us try to understand with the help of this diagram, which is generally not given in the book. In books, only 2D diagram is given, but I have tried to make a 3D diagram. So here are two plates with charge density plus sigma and minus sigma. Means there are equal and opposite charges on these two plates. The charges, generally there is a confusion where the charge should be shown. So charges are on the faces which are towards each other. चार्ज उन सरफेसेस पर होगा जो एक दूसरे की तरफ हैं, तो अंदर की तरफ चार्ज हमें शो करना है. ऑन दिस प्लेट इट इज़ अ पॉजिटिव चार्ज शोन बाय ग्रीन कलर, एंड ऑन दिस प्लेट ऑन द इनसाइड सरफेस इज नेगेटिव चार्ज. अ डाइलेक्ट्रिक स्लैब is placed between these two plates. So due to plus sigma and minus sigma, there is external electric field. There is external electric field which produces polarization. So due to the presence of electric field, a non-polar molecule, there is a relative displacement of the positive charge and negative charge. तो जो एटम है उसके अंदर जो चार्ज है, सेंटर ऑफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज एंड सेंटर ऑफ नेगेटिव चार्ज, दे आर रिलेटिवली डिस्प्लेस्ड. तो यहाँ पर ये दिखाए गए हैं मॉलिक्यूल्स या एटम, ये तीन इसमें दिखाए गए हैं, एक लाइन में, तीन एक लाइन में, तीन एक लाइन में, तीन एक लाइन में. सो दीज अलाइन देमसेल्फ फ्रॉम the dipole moment vector is from minus to plus. So plus and will be in the direction of E naught. तो ये मॉलिक्यूल्स दिखाए गए हैं, ये मॉलिक्यूल्स दिखाए जा रहे हैं, माइनस एंड प्लस एंड. तो प्लस वाला जो चार्ज है इट विल बी इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. जो एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है E नॉट उसकी डायरेक्शन में होगा, और माइनस उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. Suppose here I consider a small element delta B. This delta B, there is no net charge inside this element. So anywhere inside the dielectric, the volume element delta B has no net charge, but has dipole moment P into delta B in the direction of E. So here the molecules of a non-polar molecules are shown in the presence of electric field. Now anywhere inside the dielectric, the volume element delta B has no net charge, though it has net dipole moment. Why it is? This is because the positive charge of one dipole sit close to the negative charge of the adjacent dipole. However, at the surface of the dielectric, normal to electric field. However, the surface, this is important thing. However, the surface normal to the electric field, there is evidently a net charge density. ये जो सरफेसेस हैं, जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अगर हम उसको एक्स डायरेक्शन में ले लें इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को, और ये अगर ये वाई डायरेक्शन है और ये जेड डायरेक्शन है, तो ये जो पहला फेस दिख रहा है, ये पहला फेस जो लेफ्ट साइड में है, ये बाइजेट प्लेन में आएगा. सो द फेसेस पैरेलल टू द बाइजेट प्लेन आर नॉर्मल टू द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. सो ऑन दीज फेसेस the these plus charge on the right side, they are not neutralized. So here the positive ends of the dipole remain unneutralized at the right surface. क्योंकि यहाँ पर कोई न्यूट्रलाइज करने वाला और कोई मॉलिक्यूल दूसरा पास में नहीं है, तो पॉजिटिव एंड्स ऑफ द डाइपोल रिमेन अनन्यूट्रलाइज्ड at the right surface. Similarly, here the negative ends, these negative ends of dipole remain unneutralized on its left surface. तो ये जो फेस जो बाइजेट प्लेन के पैरेलल हैं, इन पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ जाता है और लेफ्ट वाले में नेगेटिव चार्ज आ जाता है. सो दीज आर द इंड्यूस्ड चार्जेस. So, thus the polarized dielectric. So, polarized dielectric is equivalent to two charged surfaces. एक चार्ज सरफेस ये दिखा रखी है हमने, और एक चार्ज सरफेस और होगी with induced charge density sigma I and minus sigma I. Minus sigma I and sigma I, these are the induced charge density. And the important thing, this polarized dielectric is equivalent to the charged surfaces with induced charge densities sigma I and minus sigma I. So left surface external field था E नॉट. जो लेफ्ट सरफेस है इस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज आ जाता है, और जो राइट सरफेस है उस पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ जाता है. तो जिसके कारण अंदर एक इंड्यूस्ड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डेवलप हो जाता है EI. सो वन इज EO, दैट इज एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आउटसाइड, एंड EI इज इंड्यूस्ड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. सो द नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इनसाइड द डाइलेक्ट्रिक, द सम ऑफ दीज टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड वेक्टर्स E naught vector plus EI vector. Here the magnitude of E, that is the net electric field. Net electric field is E naught minus EI, because the direction of EI is opposite to E naught. So the total field or net field in the dielectric is thereby reduced from the case when no dielectric is present. यही कारण है जिसके कारण जो टोटल फील्ड है डाइलेक्ट्रिक के अंदर, जो इनिशियली प्रेजेंट फील्ड थी उससे कम हो जाती है. नाउ इन स्पेशल केस व्हेन P इज़ नॉर्मल टू द सरफेसेस, यहाँ पर जो लेफ्ट सरफेस है और राइट सरफेस है दैट इज़ नॉर्मल टू P. P इज़ इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ E नॉट. सो यहाँ पे जो दो सरफेसेस हैं, एक जो लेफ्ट सरफेस है और एक राइट सरफेस है, ये पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड है, इंड्यूस्ड चार्ज इस पर आ गया, और ये नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड है. तो यहाँ पर जो डाइपोल मोमेंट वेक्टर है, तो डाइपोल मोमेंट वेक्टर इज नॉर्मल टू दिस सरफेसेस. सो दिस इज अ स्पेशल केस व्हेन P इज नॉर्मल टू सरफेस. व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस केस? द पोलराइजेशन इज न्यूमेरिकली इक्वल टू द सरफेस चार्ज डेंसिटी ऑफ इंड्यूस्ड चार्जेस. Let us try to find out this thing. In the special case, when P is normal to the surface, the polarization is numerically equal to the surface charge density of the induced charge. So, as it is already told, the polarized dielectric is equivalent to two charged surfaces with induced charge density sigma I and minus sigma I. यहाँ पर ये जो दो सरफेसेस हैं, यहाँ पर इनकी चार्ज डेंसिटी सिग्मा I minus, and this is plus sigma I, means induced charge density. Here in the diagram, the area of this face, right face and left face, is A. The area is A. So here we have electric dipole moment of entire slab. Entire slab can be supposed to be a dielectric, supposed to be a dipole. So dipole moment will be qi into the distance between these two surfaces. The distance between these two is d. So qi into d. Qi is the induced charge. Now the volume of the entire slab, volume is A into d. So polarization P is equal to net electric dipole moment, that is QID upon AD. dd is cancelled out. So Qi upon A, charge per unit area, is called charge density, sigma, and it is due to induced charge, so it is represented as sigma I. So as given above, in a special case when P is normal to the surface, the polarization is numerically equal to the surface charge density of the induced charge. So first we have calculated electric dipole moment of the entire slab, then volume of the slab, then polarization. So this is a special case. Now the magnitude of the induced charge, and these charges are bound charge. These charges are bound charge. So first we will write the resultant electric field inside a dielectric slab. Resultant electric field inside the dielectric slab. So this E will be equal to EO, that is applied field, minus EI, that is field due to induced charges on the right and left faces of the slab. According to Gauss law, we know that when there is a vacuum, electric field here in the diagram, electric field is due to these two charged plates which have equal and opposite charges separated by a distance d. So initially this E naught is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught. This is according to Gauss theorem. Now when dielectric is placed between the two plates, the electric field becomes E, net electric field E. So E is equal to sigma times epsilon r epsilon naught. Epsilon r is called relative permittivity or the dielectric constant. It is also called K. So we have E naught upon E is equal to epsilon r. These are the things which I have written with the help of Gauss theorem. So E is equal to E naught minus EI. Now putting the value of E, so E is equal to E naught by epsilon r. So this will be E naught by epsilon r is equal to E naught minus EI. So EI is written as EO within bracket 1 minus 1 upon epsilon r, and EI induced electric field. EI is induced electric field due to the induced charges. So EI, according to Gauss theorem, this will be sigma I. These are the induced charge density, sigma I upon epsilon naught. EO, external electric field when there is no dielectric, it is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught 1 minus 1 upon epsilon r. So epsilon naught is cancelled out. Here we have Qi upon A, charge per unit area, and here is Q upon A, 1 minus 1 upon epsilon r. A is cancelled out. So we have Qi, that is induced charge, equal to Q 1 minus 1 upon epsilon r. if there is air between the plates, so if epsilon r equal to 1, that is dielectric constant is equal to 1. When dielectric constant, it is the case of air. So by putting this value epsilon r, we will get from the formula qi is equal to, this is equal to 1, so 1 minus 1 inside the bracket 0, so qi equal to 0, means is the case when there is no dielectric, so there is no induced charge between the gap. So this is the first case. Now the second case, for conducting slab, then epsilon r will be equal to infinity. Conducting slab होगा, dielectric constant will be infinity. So when it is put here, we have qi is equal to q, जो induced charge है, that will be equal to the charge on the plate. So these are the two special cases, and this is the formula for induced charge on a dielectric slab. Now the last topic related to this dielectric and polarization is dielectric strength. So when a dielectric is placed in E0, what happens? It gets polarized. Whenever the dielectric is placed in electric field, it gets polarized. And in polarization, as I have seen in the diagram, हर एक एटम में each atom will be stressed, and whenever there is atom is stressed, there is strain. So each atom is stressed. So each atom is polarized, dielectric, and gets stressed. And whenever there is stretching, have strain. So each atom has some strain. So in every atom, some strain is produced. Now what happens as E0 increases? जब E0 increase करेगा, the stretching and hence the strain increases. जब E0 increase करेगा, तो stretching भी बढ़ेगी और strain भी बढ़ेगा. बढ़ते बढ़ते E0 is very too high, and E0 is too high, the strain become unbearable. जो एटम के द्वारा जो एटम में strain develop हो रहा है, atom cannot bear this, so the strain becomes unbearable, and as a result, what happens? As a result, the electrons get detached from the atom. जो एटम्स में इलेक्ट्रॉन्स सेंटर ऑफ नेगेटिव चार्ज और सेंटर ऑफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, वो अलग अलग हो जाएंगे. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स गेट डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम द एटम, मीन दिस कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेकडाउन. दिस फिनोमेना इज कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ द डाइलेक्ट्रिक, एंड द डाइलेक्ट्रिक बिकम कंडक्टिंग. और डाइलेक्ट्रिक क्या हो जाएगा? एक कंडक्टर की तरह बिहेव करने लगेगा. डाइलेक्ट्रिक बिकम्स कंडक्टिंग. So what is dielectric strength? So the maximum value of E0, that is the applied electric field, that a dielectric medium can withstand without its electric breakdown, is called dielectric strength. So electric breakdown or dielectric strength is represented by B break upon D. So B break is the maximum potential that can withstand before breakdown, and D is the thickness of the dielectric. The practical unit of this dielectric strength is kilovolt per millimeter. Kilovolt per millimeter. So these are the topics that I discussed, and the diagram that is not given in any book, to present a clear picture how the dielectric is polarized when placed in electric field. ये सारे टॉपिक्स जो डाइलेक्ट्रिक और पोलराइजेशन के अंतर्गत थे, अगर आपको अच्छे लगे हों तो इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, शेयर करें और हमारे YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें. थैंक यू.